Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here with you, a love reading for the week of August 3rd through August 9th. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. So a couple of things real quick while we shuffle the cards here. You may notice that this week, and I don't know, maybe for the month of August, we're going to see how it goes, that there's less videos coming out. We have, where I live locally, a week, just over a week until school starts. So we're doing lots of back to school shopping. We also have a lot of birthdays in the month of August. Some very big milestone birthdays that I am planning for. So I've got a lot going on this month. We're going to see how that plays out during the month, but there may just be less videos this month. We'll see. So please do be sure that you are checking out, sharing, liking all the videos, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Also, the reading today looks a little bit different as we already have 3 cards out. So I'm going to tell you what happened here. I always pre-shuffle the cards before the readings, do kind of a little meditation, do some cleansing and clearing, all of that kind of stuff. And these 3 cards kept coming out. They just kept coming out. And about the 3rd time that they came out, I just heard this little voice, spirit, of course, saying, "No, Cat, these are the cards. These are the cards. I'm giving them to you now." So that is what is up here. We are going to get some more cards. There was some information that came through with that as well. We're going to get some tarot cards on it. We're going to get another one of these at the end to kind of close the reading. But these are the cards that Spirit wanted to come through, kept bringing through in the pre-shuffle. So this is where we're at, you guys. So this is our starting point. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just flip over one card at a time. As we go through this, you're also going to see that these 3 cards kind of spell out a story or information for you in and of themselves as well. But the first card, we're going to get a few tarot cards with this to see what more information Spirit wants you to know regarding this very first card for you, Aquarius for love. I do want to say as well that this reading is not a reading that is meant to like trigger or upset anybody, but it is a reading that is information that Spirit really wants you to listen to very closely, Aquarius, because this may only resonate with one person, and that is okay, because this is a message that Spirit really wants to get through to you, Aquarius, because some of you have been putting yourself in kind of situations, scenarios, whether in like physical reality or within your own mind. And I know that can be hard to hear regarding a person, a situation, a relationship that some of you have just been holding on to for too long. Spirit is saying that it's time to let go of this. And so let's get into this. So you have finding. So there's stuff that is coming through, potentially downloads that you guys have been getting regarding this person, this relationship, this situation, whether this is in the past or a current one, where there have been some questions, and you are finding, actually I'm going to turn over the second one because it is finding answers. Those are the 2 cards here, Aquarius. So interesting. So there's you're finding, for some of you, you're finding your balance, your footing. For some of you, you're finding like information that's coming through. You're seeing things a little bit differently. For some of you, you're actually kind of hearing and understanding the words or the actions in a way as if maybe for the first time, or in a way as if you haven't before. Some of you have been holding on to something, a relationship, a person, hoping that things are going to change, hoping that things are going to be different. And for some of you, it's been for, several weeks, several months, but for some of you, it's been several years that you have been holding on to this, finding little glimmers of hope, finding little things that keep you kind of attached or drawn to this person emotionally, physically, however that may be. It could be late night phone calls or text messages from them. But what is coming through with that is that you are potentially being strung along here, Aquarius. For some of you, you have really held on to this thought or idea that this is going to come back around, and you're potentially beginning to find out that that may not actually be the deal. And I am so sorry that I am the one to bring this to you, but Spirit, you know, with these 3 cards that kept coming out with this message, the information that was coming through, some of you are in this space where you're finding the truth and in a way that you hadn't actually seen it before regarding this relationship, regarding this person that you potentially have been holding on to. Now, within that, you have the Page of Cups coming through. And with the Page of Cups, this is really having this kind of synchronicity. For some of you, this could be the synchronicity of finally hearing or the words or understanding things that you hadn't allowed yourself to before. For some of you, this is really finding truths that you had disregarded in the past, or that you had completely turned away from for fear of what that might have actually meant. There is a lot of emotion around this, tied into this for you, Aquarius, and it's been kind of this long drawn out thing. So others of you have been finding yourself in situations where somebody else, somebody new potentially has been flirting with you. Somebody new has potentially wanted to give you a new relationship, and you have been shying away from it. So there has been, you know, this opening for new offers, for new love, that sort of thing. But you potentially, Aquarius, have been shying away from that, finding reasons to not allow yourself to get into a new relationship, to even allow yourself to open up to another person, or even being friends with people of the opposite sex, for fear that it could cause issues or tamper the relationship or this person that you have been holding on to, for fear that they may be upset about it, even though for some of you this has been over for a long time and you have just been holding on to it, Aquarius. Now you also have the Four of Wands coming in here. The Four of Wands is coming in. Now the Four of Wands is a celebration card general. It's really about having some happiness, some comfort. And Spirit is indicating that with this Four of Wands, not only does it, not in this card, but in the traditional cards, symbolize kind of the 1111 for some people, right, within the Four of Wands. This one, as I said, doesn't have that. But the synchronicity that of what you have been seeing, what you have been understanding, the truth coming out that potentially you have shied away from, that synchronicity in the 1111 has been working to come through here, Aquarius, and you have been finding those answers, which for some is causing a little bit of triggering or a little bit of denial. For others, it's bringing about a little bit of comfort and a little bit of understanding, and that almost feeling that potentially you are ready to begin to move on. Okay, now you also have the answers card here. Let's get some more with that. As I said earlier at the beginning of the reading, these 3 cards are actually on their own, you know, a message as well, and we'll get to that in just a few moments. But let's get a couple of cards out here to see what else Spirit wants you to know. Oh, well, we got 3 of them. All right, answers. So within the answers card here, you have potentially been finding answers. Some of you have been holding off from really looking at the answers or the information that was coming through within this. And for some of you, for quite a long time, as we spoke about a little bit earlier, that some of you have been holding on for years to this, for years, and the answers have been there. Some of you have been waiting for closure. Some of you have been waiting for them to give you more information. But you never really needed that, Aquarius, at least not within this reading or within this instance. The answers were right there in front of you, but you were choosing not to see them, or you were choosing not to, allow them to be the answers that you wanted. So there was a lot of kind of turning things around. There was a lot of kind of that hopeful thinking coming through again, Aquarius, but the answers have been there for some of you. And I know, again, this is hard to hear. It was just hard to allow yourself to see the truth. It was, denying the words and the actions that were being shown to you by this person or within this relationship, and you just kept holding on. Those answers are there, Aquarius, and those answers were there. Now, you also have the Nine of Pentacles coming through here with the Hanged Man. Isn't that so interesting, Aquarius? And I realize that this reading is coming through and it's a little bit deep. In fact, it's probably a lot deep, and some of you are potentially going to just shy away from this message. And if that is true, then you may not be ready to hear it. For those of you that are ready to hear it, that do know you have been holding on, that do know that this is not really something, and what is coming through here is, if there was this much within the past, which some of you have really gone through hell and back within this relationship or within this situation with this person, why are you holding on, and why would you want to go back, is what Spirit's questioning at this time here, Aquarius. Why would you want to? There was a lot that happened within this relationship. Why would you want to go back to that? So with that Nine of Pentacles, that independence is coming through. That independence of being who you are without the attachment, emotional attachment in general, to this person or to this relationship. You have the Hanged Man coming through here, just reminding you, Aquarius, that it is time to let this go. You have, for some of you, really put your life on hold without, not moving forward, not, really kind of allowing yourself, for some, to be happy, to have that comfort, right? Because you were waiting, you've been waiting for this person to, acknowledge you or to give you answers, which have already been given. So it's time for you, Aquarius, to notice, to allow yourself to see the truth of the situation, the relationship, this person potentially, and to allow yourself to think about the understanding that you had at the time and what maybe has changed. Allow yourself to move back into an independent state where you, Aquarius, are fine by yourself, without this person, without this relationship, without the situation, because what's coming through is it really brought up a lot of heartache, a lot of pain for you, and you had to make a lot of sacrifices, and you're still making those sacrifices, Aquarius, for somebody who is no longer there, who is no longer, concerned, and may text you once in a while out of the blue in the middle of the night, or call once in a while, or kind of, send mixed messages once in a while to kind of keep you attached, always as kind of a backup plan. But Aquarius, you are not anybody's backup plan. You are a beautiful, strong, independent individual who doesn't need to sacrifice for anybody else anymore, especially somebody who isn't holding on in the way that you have been, somebody who has let go and has potentially moved on. You need to let this go and allow yourself to be free and happy independently, so that you can really begin to heal and create or recreate just what it is and who it is that you are choosing to be within relationship moving forward. How amazing. This is really getting deep, Aquarius. This is really getting deep. And then you also have the Seven of Wands coming in here. So some of you, excuse me, have really allowed yourself to stay in this kind of vulnerable state. Now, being vulnerable is not a bad state. It is a beautiful, beautiful state. And yet, Aquarius, for some of you, you have really kind of stopped growing. You've almost been emotionally stunted within this. You maybe haven't had a lot of growth or momentum moving forward from this. And again, for some of you, it has been years, and there is almost a fear of who you might be or what may happen if you move forward letting go. For some of you, it feels as if you were in this space of potential failure, but you get to come out on top, Aquarius. You do get to come out on top. This is like almost underdog energy here as well with that Seven of Wands, Aquarius, where you get to have that movement, that growth. You get to feel vulnerable, but in a place that is safe for you, with a person that you feel safe to do that with, okay? What is coming through within this as well is that there's a potential that you told this person within this relationship, or however this resonates for you, Aquarius, a lot of your secrets, and they turned around and used that against you, which brought that vulnerability into this place where it didn't feel good. It didn't feel good, but vulnerability, Aquarius, is meant to allow you to really be able to show yourself, almost your bare self or your naked self, to others, but it's in a space where you feel safe. So with that person doing that, you potentially felt as if you were really kind of almost in this place where somebody used that information against you, and now you have shied away from allowing yourself to open up in that same way again. But you're being shown here within this Seven of Wands, particularly, Aquarius, that you are actually protected, and that people, you know, that love you, that are your tribe, that are around you, that are for you, right? They don't take that information or that person's information. What is coming through is that the people around you saw the truth for what it was within this person, within this potentially charismatic or charming place that they were coming from, and they were sharing all this very vulnerable, very private information with people, thinking that they were going to sway them in their favor for whatever reason, Aquarius. But you're being reminded that you get to hold your peace, you get to hold your light, and you get to put yourself kind of in a bubble, not away from people, but with an understanding that no matter what happened within this relationship or with this person, that you get to stay in a place of peace and a place of calm within yourself and let everything go. And even within that, the major thing here is that some of you still haven't. You're still holding on to this and putting this person on a pedestal even after everything that has happened. And again, Spirit is asking why you're doing that, Aquarius. Why are you still holding on after everything that has happened? And then the last card that Spirit originally had here is the Dreams card. We're going to talk about this in just a second, but if we put these three cards together here, Aquarius, you have finding answers, and Spirit had finding answers, dreams, and Spirit had indicated that you have been having dreams, Aquarius. These may be more recent, but they may have been all the way through the situation. Those dreams are there to give you guidance and information. So what happens here, Aquarius, is that you are being prepared for what comes next, for when you finally let go, for when you are really, you know, able to allow yourself to see the truth, able to allow yourself to be able to hear and understand or see the actions for what they were, even if it is for the first time. And that information, Spirit has been working with your angels, with your guides, with your ancestors in unison to bring you information through your dreams. So there's many cycles throughout the night of dreaming, and sometimes we don't remember those cycles, but there is a school of thought that is that throughout the night, your subconscious mind really works to kind of clear things up, bring understanding, kind of put things, group things together, that sort of thing. And the dreams that you have right before you wake up, which are the dreams that many people tend to remember, there's lots of times where we can feel like we don't have dreams, and that may not be true. It may just be that we don't remember the dreams as they're happening throughout the night. So having a dream journal is beneficial for those of you that wake up with dreams. But you know, the dreams that come right before we wake up are generally called venting dreams in a particular school of thought, or several, of course, as well, but are called venting dreams. And what happens with those dreams is that your subconscious mind has been working all night while you rest. This is the reason, or one of the reasons, why your rest and sleep are so important, because it allows your subconscious mind to work through things, to group things together, to kind of bring information together, to bring understanding, and to bring you messages of clarity, of understanding, of information. Okay, so within the venting dreams, this is the dreams that you generally have right before you wake up. And those ones are the ones that a lot of people tend to remember when they wake up. So your guides, spirit, your ancestors, your angels have been bringing dreams to you as of late, Aquarius. Some of you may have already been noticing them. Some of them have been going way back. Some of them, for some of you, they're just starting. For some of you, they will be starting. These dreams are to bring this information to you, these findings, these understandings, these answers, so that you can begin to feel good finally about letting this go. So pay attention to your dreams, Aquarius, because they do have information. Your guides, spirit, your angels, your ancestors, they're working very hard, for those of you that this resonates with, to bring you closure within this, and to finally bring about this good feeling for you of letting it go, letting this person go, letting this heartache go, letting this relationship go. Sometimes those dreams can feel like they come through as nightmares, Aquarius, and we're going to get a couple of cards here and see what else we're going to... Yeah, see? Exactly. What is one more, please, Spirit? Yep. All right. All right. So sometimes those dreams can feel like they're coming through as nightmares, as scary information. And what tends to happen sometimes, Aquarius, when we don't automatically see the truth, when we're not allowing ourselves, or we're in denial, or we're turning away from kind of the words that are being said, the actions that are coming through, and we're not allowing those to get in, we're staying in the state of holding on, thinking everything was beautiful, peachy keen, even in the heartache and the pain, is that, you know, those dreams can feel like nightmares, but it's just spirit, universe, divine, your angels, your ancestors, your guides working to bring this to light for you, so you can finally see the truth. So in those moments, and that's not every dream, but in regards to this current thing here and this message here, Aquarius, those can feel as if they're nightmares, but it's really behind the scenes in your subconscious mind, all working together to bring the truth of the situation, so you can finally see it for what it was, what it is, and so that you can be prepared, Aquarius, because you're being prepared for what comes next. And that is for through that dreams, is to open up to a new beginning with that Fool. You can't have a new beginning. Some of you have really been like, why am I not finding love? Why is love not coming? Why is this not happening? Why is everybody else in relationships and in love, and I can't seem to find anybody? It's because you're still holding on to this. So this is preparing you, Aquarius, for that next step, for a new beginning. But before that, some of you really need to see the truth. You need to have an understanding that this is over, right? And that this person isn't the person for you. So it's preparing you through your dreams, through finding the answers, through this message as well, for that new beginning. And then you also have the Judgment card coming in here, Aquarius, and that, as it jumps out, and that Judgment card is coming in for, you know, to support this new beginning. It's as if you have been holding on, weighing yourself down for a long, long time, Aquarius. And it's time for you to have a new chance, a second chance, to really be able to embrace a new beginning. But you have to let this go before you can do that. And that is the message Spirit really wanted to come through. Let's get one more card here and see what else it is that you might be being prepared for within this information, within finding the answers through dreams, Aquarius, because your dreams can come through with that information. Your subconscious mind works very hard while you are at rest to bring you information, to create ahas and breakthroughs, to bring understanding, to group information together so that there is a better way to understand it. But not only that, it works hard to also protect you, even in, this is the one that wants to come out, even in those times where it doesn't feel like it is. That is exactly what it's doing. And so in those times where there's stuff that you're denying, that you're not paying attention to, that you're turning away from, your subconscious mind, helps you with that. And then there's a moment when it is time for you to kind of see the truth and see all the things. And there are times where your subconscious mind begins to release that with the help of your guides, your angels, spirit, through dreams, so that potentially it's not as, look at that, holy shit. Yeah, double Aquarius. Can't make it up at all. But there are times where your subconscious mind in tangent with spirit, with your angels, with your guides, with all of the behind the scenes kind of stuff, work together to begin to release that through dreams so that you can begin to see the truth. But you have two new beginnings here, Aquarius. So this is what you are being prepared for, is a new beginning in love. But you need to be able to let this go before that can happen, okay? Wow, beautiful. New beginnings, double new beginnings coming in for you, Aquarius. This is why this is happening. This is why you're beginning to see information in your dreams. This is why this is coming through for you. Wow. So that you can have a brand new beginning in love and let all this go, this person go, this trauma go, this pain go. For some of you, you have been really, really dealing with this, working this for months, weeks, months, and years. For some of you, a long, long time. So spirit has really been, it's time to let this go. So the dreams, finding the answers through the dreams, is what is really, really coming through for you. Now, because this video is a little bit longer, I'm just going to say very quickly, because this video is a little bit longer, it is going to be edited together. So there may be here at the end a little bit of patchiness because it stopped and started over because of the length of it. So just so that you know that, you will probably see in one corner or the other, not sponsored by, but is it power editor or power director symbol, just because the video is so long. But this message was so important and needed to come through. So do, Aquarius, be sure that you listen to this full message, this full reading very closely, because even if it's just one of you that really needed to hear this, it is time to let it go, because you're repelling anything new, any new love interest, any new beginnings in love, until you release this, situation, this person, however it is that you've been holding on to. Nothing new is coming in, and you're being prepared for this, Aquarius. You're being prepared for what comes next, which is that new beginning. So pay attention to what's coming through and allow yourself to feel good finally about this, to see the truth, and to replay, if you need to, what happened, the situations and stuff, and to see and hear what was actually happening. So you, for some of you, can have that understanding almost for the very first time that maybe you didn't get back then. All right. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. arriving. This video is a bit longer than I had anticipated. I hope that, you know, for those of you that stayed till the end here, please do hit that like button so that I know that you've received the full message. And for those of you that are going through this, please do know that I am sending you lots of positive energy, lots of love, and I am ready with spirit and all of your you know, angels, guides, for this new beginning for you, because you definitely deserve it, Aquarius. You definitely deserve it. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. Also, here at the very end, because this video is so long, it may take a little longer to upload. We're going to see how that works. So the video may be a little bit late. I don't intend for it to be, but we'll see what happens as, you know, as it uploads. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. I love you all so much. Bye.